Okay, hello everybody. This is Helen again. I teach at the Dorothy Benson Senior Services Center, and today we're doing a one-day, 1-hour workshop on making very, very simple pop-up cards. Here's one, and I don't have the cover done, but anyway, you open this up, and this is supposed to be a Kwanzaa card. I don't have any stamps, so I just cut out kind of like abstract looking vegetables. Okay, and those are the candles, and I've got sequins glued on there. So, and then here's another one. This one, I think I'll put Happy Holidays. I don't have my printer working, so I have to hand write that. But this one is just a winter scene, and it's in 3D. Can you see that? It's pretty cool. There's a deer in here and a snowman in here. There's a deer what looks kind of like a deer, and a little snowman down there. And once again, I added sparklies. These are the only sequins I could find. I think I have other colorful ones somewhere, but I don't know where they are. So anyway, it's 3D. It's pretty cool. And the reason why we're going to do the super simple one is because I've done the real pretty one that has a lot of flowers and things like that when you open it up. And I started doing this one, but this one I messed up. It's supposed to be a tree, but I messed this up. I found out that it's better to just watch the YouTube videos, and all you do is, type in pop-up cards, and they'll show you how to do it. What I found out with these is you have to kind of make a few of them to get it just right, because you kind of probably mess up the first couple of times. But anyway, what happened is I found out that these, although they're a little bit complicated to make and they're really pretty, you don't get to do that much creativity with it. Whereas these really simple ones, you get to have lots of fun because you can kind of create almost any image you want. Okay, and it comes out 3D and lots of fun. I would recommend this. It's so much easier and so much more fun than struggling through a complicated one. I did the flower one once, and I had to do it several times because you have to glue it in a certain order, and you have to glue it in certain spots. Otherwise, the card wouldn't open up. So it was just too much work, and I just found it wasn't that fun. So I'm doing this one. Now, I'm going to welcome, let's see, there's Jackie. Jackie, you can unmute if you want. Okay, so welcome to Lolita.
Hi.
Somebody named me, and Veronica's coming in. Okay, so if you have any questions while I'm doing this, just, unmute yourself and you can ask. Once again, I don't have any stamps, so I just kind of made like abstract, generic trees. And I thought about having Santa up there, flying, but to cut out Santa with a tiny Santa was going to be a little bit more complicated. So I just kind of made a generic deer. Do you see my deer? He's hiding in the forest right there.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to show you how to make these. They're lots of fun because they're super simple, and you get to do all these cool things with it. I went out and bought these guys. They're Astro Brights. You can get it at Target. You can probably get it at any office supply store. This is cardstock. They also sell these regular paperweight, the kind you run through the printer. And they come in really bright colors. So these are lots of fun to use. I don't have, but I only have like green and purple in the printer weight, but I do have the cardstock. Okay, so this is what I use. And to make this super simple, my stick glue doesn't work too good. It's not sticky enough, okay? So I use the tacky glue. I like this a lot.
Yeah.
But it takes a while to dry. Now, if you have stamps, you can go ahead and do stamps and color it in them with color pencil and do all kinds of fun stuff. I am going to make, I think I'm going to make a snow scene for my grandson. So let me see, here's my stack of papers. And these, the green, I just happen to have the green and the purple in printer weight. I think this is printer weight. It's not heavy at all. So I'll keep that aside, and the rest is cardstock weight. And I am going to use, this looks like, is this purple or blue? I can't tell anymore. I think this is bluish. Okay, let me see if there's a dark blue in here. You don't get that many choices. I mean, you get a lot of color choices, but you don't get that many sheets. So I wonder, should I use a blue sky or a night sky? I want to put snowman on this. Okay, that's the same color. No, that's not the same color. This is like a blue, and this is more like a purple. Okay, so I'm either going to use this one or this blue. Maybe I'll just use this blue, okay? And I can give it a sun or something. Maybe I can make a melted snowman. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna need, I use cardstock because then it's more sturdy. Okay, so if you don't have cardstock, I recommend you get it, okay? So I'm gonna use 2 sheets of cardstock, one for the cover and one for the inside, whatever this is called, okay? So I did the same thing with this one. I used cardstock for that and cardstock for this deep blue. All right. So let me move the camera. All right, super, super simple. And it might take a couple of tries to get it just right, but you know what? You get pretty close to it, so I wouldn't worry. I'll show you an example like on this Kwanzaa one. I had this like a vase. So it was like when I folded it, because I didn't calculate it right, the candles were sticking up. So I just cut the base of this whatever this is and lowered it. And now it shuts without the candle tips sticking out. Okay, so we're going to, and then once again, if you guys have questions, just unmute yourself and ask, because I don't think I had the raise the hand chat thing up. So you'll have to unmute yourself. Okay, so you want to fold it, and basically all you need is scissors, and like I said, I'm using the tacky glue, all right? And maybe a ruler, okay, and a pencil or whatever. And if you are lucky and have all those cool circuit cutout things and stamps and all that, those will work too. All right, so I just folded the paper in half, and you always want to like really crease it good, okay? You don't really need any fancy tools, scissors, ruler, pencil, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to, let's see, is this a, oh, here we go. I'm going to, oh, you know what? We need to cut this smaller. So I'm going to cut off a 1/2 inch, about 1/2 inch, okay? And you don't need to be accurate, just go, oh, that's about a 1/2 inch. So you just want to be kind of straight. I'm going to cut off a 1/2 inch here and about a 1/2 inch here. Now, if you have one of those fancy scissors that cut those patterns, those would be really cool to use. The reason why I'm cutting that off is because when you fold the paper, because it's cardstock and you have all this stuff on the inside, what happens is this paper sticks out from the cover paper. So you want to cut off, like remove about 1/2 inch here and 1/2 inch on the side. I'm just guessing 1/2 inch, but it might be cool to make a, I don't have a fancy scissors and I don't want to use my sewing pinking shears. So I'm just going to cut a wavy design just on the top. So this is the side. Okay. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see this? Yeah. And then on the top, I'm going to see if I can cut a wavy design because this is kind of like the sky. All right. And the pencil mark's not going to show because that's going to be covered with the cover sheet. Oh, it wasn't even. Oh, well. Okay, so I just cut a wavy design like that. Right, let's see if I can do this better. So, okay, I need to get closer or back up. I can't tell. Okay, so I made a wavy design on the top. I could have done it on the side, but it might get out of control with me. And have trash can next to you because you're going to get a lot of paper bits. Now, I'm going to measure about 1/2 inch. Do I want 1/2 inch? I'm going to measure about 1 inch from the edge, okay? That's not 1 inch. Okay. And then we need to make the, I don't know if you can see this. What we're making are these guys. They're like steps. This one. And I think I have one. Where do I have them? One, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 of these. You don't need 4 of these. I think 4 of these are too much. 3 is fine. You can even do 2 or 1. This is a great way to make like Valentine's cards because what you can do is you can glue a bunch of hearts here and on the next step, and it's just real pretty. We made that once at Benson. Okay, so I just kind of made a line about 1 inch and then 1/2 inch. Here we go. We'll just make that line. Okay, so that's where I'm going to cut, not here, but here. This is my fold line. And you try to cut it straight parallel to the edge here. Oh, I don't think that was 1 inch. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, so I cut it there and then, you know, that fold line. I can't see it. Okay, you want to kind of fold it to that fold line. Where is it? Okay. And then once again, really, really want to crease this guy. And I'm going to actually fold it to the other side and crease it real good. Okay. Now here's the part you got to pay attention. You're going to open this up and pop this into this center. Oh, it's not cooperating. Okay. So you want to pop this into the center. Okay. Let me try that again. Crease it real good. Okay. Well, let me try to do that again so you can see what's going on. All right. So I cut this part and I cut this part. I did not cut here. Don't cut that off because you'll get a big hole. So you open this up and you push this part. You just cut, reverse it, reverse fold it. Okay, so it looks like this. Okay, all right. So already here we have 1 step. So this is if you want to do just 1 step, okay? 1 little platform or whatever. Now we're going to make another one. All right. So this time, I'm just going to make it about 1/2 inch. Okay. I'm just going to, well, maybe that's not 1/2 inch. I don't know what that is. Okay, whatever. Yeah, don't get like stressed out over this, okay? So you're not going to see this pencil mark. Now, what you want to do is you want to stagger this part, okay? So you're going to cut it right there. So I'm going to scoot in about 1/2 inch. Okay, so let me draw that. All right. Here we go. So that's what it looks like. You're not cutting this line, just this guy. And you're gonna cut through all, okay, I'll show you what happens if you only, you're gonna cut through both layers, okay? I'll show you what happens if you only cut through 1 layer, or 1 folded layer. All right, let's see. My scissors might be a little bit too big. So when you cut it, you can fold it on that fold line. which I can't see. Crease it real good. Crease it. Okay, so once again, we're going to reverse fold this one, right? So you sort of open it up, reverse fold it. Okay, so we're going to only cut one side, and I'll show you what happens when you do that. Which is pretty cool. If you wanted to do that, then you can have one step and then one step. I probably should have made this bigger, huh? Yeah, I think I'm going in the reverse, whatever. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and make 3 steps. So where I made that mark, I'm going to cut through both layers this time, all right? Let's see. Over the same cut marks, okay? And then I'm going to fold that bottom layer so I didn't cut it enough. Okay. Change scissors here. So you can do 1 platform step, or you can do 2, or you can do 3, and you can go continuing on. The only problem is when you get to the high part right here, you're going to run out of room here. Okay, so that's the only thing you need to keep in mind. You might not need that last step. Okay, now I'm going to have to reverse fold these guys, which is might be a little bit tricky. Okay, let's say you're going to do this with small children. I would make this part ahead of time, have it done, because having them do this is going to get tricky. Okay, so crease everything really good. I just use the scissors. All right, so let's see what it looks like. So now I have 3. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, let's see. Like I said, I don't have a printer, or what do you call those things, circuit cut thingies. I'm actually going to use cardstock. I think I should put snowman on here. I wonder if I can make snowman having a snowball fight. That might be kind of fun. Let's see. Now, these guys are going to be kind of on the small side. And then the further up you get, let's say that's the distance, the smaller they should be. So like on the trees, that's what I did. Okay, the trees, well, that one's big, but you know, smaller, big, and then small. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Okay, snowman. You can take 2 little round things and cut out a snowman, or I think I'm going to use regular copy paper because I want to fold my snowman in half. And the biggest guy is going to be, let's say you had some really pretty paper, or you had copy paper and you're making something huge, but it was too flimsy. You can glue it onto cardstock and then cut it out. So be thicker. Okay, I'm gonna make 1 snowman, 2 snowmen, maybe 3. I like this project because you don't need to buy any fancy supplies, just paper. I wish I knew about this as a kid, because that would have been really lots of fun. Okay, so just to show you, here we go. Now these snowmen are not going to have any fancy hats or anything, okay? All right, so you can draw the number 3. All right. Just don't cut his neck off, all right? Give it lots of room. And they don't have to be perfect. I don't think snowballs are perfect anyway. Okay, let's see. Oh, he looks funny. Okay, like his neck is too small. Let's try again. Yeah, that's a skinny little neck, so he shouldn't even have a neck. So we'll do that again. All right, let's try that again. It might take several tries to get the, okay, that's a lot cuter, okay? His neck is not as skinny. Do you see the difference right here? Okay, he's cuter, so we're gonna toss that reject. And oh, let's see how big he is. He's not that big. I can make a bigger one. So he might go, he can actually go way back there. Oh, I need to make a bigger one. Okay. So let's make, I'm going to start with the small ones. How's that? That might be easier, especially to glue it on. So once again, fold the paper. I'm just going to, and if I try to fold the paper in half with cardstock, it's just too hard to cut out. I guess I could do it. Or I should try one at least. Let's see what this guy looks like. All right, he's got a flat head. Fix the head part. Oh, I didn't know making a snowman was going to be this hard. Okay, that's okay, I guess. It's not the best. All right. Well, I tell you what, once we put eyes and nose and the buttons on him, I bet he's going to look good. Okay, I don't have any markers, so I'm going to use color pencils. Let's see what Mr. Snowman's going to look like. If he's going to look like a snowman. Okay. Oh, you know what? You could have fun with the face. Okay. Especially if they're going to have a snowball fight. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. All right. Let me see. Get him. Oh, I guess he needs buttons. Well, he doesn't have a nose. I guess I give him a nose. Okay. Orange nose. Okay, so let's say that they're having a snowball fight. You can make eyes like this. Actually, it looks like a cat, huh? Anyway, and then when I put this on, let's pretend he's getting hit by a snowball. He can be glued on at an angle, okay? I'm gonna glue him on right now. Now the bigger snowman in the front, I might use cardstock. So this guy, because he's on the back of the whole back of this inside card, he can be completely glued on. He's not going to be glued on the platform. Okay, let's see. And then this is what I'm going to do. Okay, so he's going to be getting hit by a snowball. So he's got, I just kind of colored his hand. If he was glued on here, I couldn't do that with the color pencil. I'd have to like get something that can, yeah, I could probably cut it out with paper. Okay, so let's see how big this guy is. All right, now you can do a snowman in profile. Oh, good, that's an idea. Okay, I'm going to see if I can make him in profile. That means I got to make him a nose. His head's too big anyway, so I'll just make that the carrot nose. Okay, so I'm going to color his little nose. And he needs eyes. I don't know if this is going to work. How am I going to do this? Let's see. That looks like a chick, doesn't it? I think the nose is too short. That's okay. All right, we'll just glue him, and then I think this is going to work. All right, so have fun doing this. I mean, don't worry about if it's going to look perfect or not. Just start gluing things down, cutting things out. Just let whatever happens goes. Okay, so I glued him down, and he's going to be throwing a snowball. So I'm gonna, okay. So right now that's what he looks like. I need to make some snowballs. This guy's already getting hit by a snowball. So what kind of, the snowball needs to look like it's like hitting him, right? I don't know what that's gonna look like. Let's see if this is even. So, you know, if you don't know what something should look like, just try out. I call it auditioning pieces. I wonder if that'll work. Let's see. I don't know if that'll work or not. Let's see. It's a giant snowball. I think that's gonna work if I put some. Let me glue that on so we can see better. Okay. So this can get really involved, you know, because you might end up having a story here going on. Okay, I glued that on. And what it needs is snow splatters. Pieces of snow that come apart. Let's see if I can make them like teardrop shape. That might work. This is getting tiny. Ooh. Tiny pieces. Okay. So I made a couple of teardrop shapes. I think I need an X-Acto knife to pick these up. Let me see. Before we had these computerized, what do you call it, word processing machines, we used to have to cut out little pieces with a very sharp X-Acto knife and literally pick it up with an X-Acto knife like that. Okay, I'm gonna throw those little pieces away. I'm going to need glue here, and let's see if this is gonna get all over the place. Oops. Just a tiny bit. Now this glue is gonna dry clear, so hopefully if you get it smudged onto everything. I think I only need 3 of these guys. Okay, I'll show you what's going to happen now. This is glue, so I'll just pick it up. And if you're not sure how things should look, just look at cartoons. Not cartoon, comics. Okay, or illustrations. Okay, let's see. Put one more here. Ran out of space. Oops, stuck to me. That's not the ideal place to put that one. Oops, it's already glued on. There. Okay, so that's supposed to look like, you know, he got hit by a snowball, a big one. And I'm gonna put a smirk on this guy's face. All right. Okay, so that's going on. Now, foreground, we could put more snowmen, or we could put Christmas trees, or let's see, what else? Presents. I think I like the whole thing to be snowmen. So I need to cut out more snowmen. You could be at this all day, couldn't you? I'm just using regular printer paper, copy paper, not cardstock yet. The bigger I go, the heavier the paper needs to be. And or I can do like a baby, a snowman, snow woman with a baby. Okay, I'm going to try to cut out 3 at one time. Let's see if that works. So let's move this right here for now. I think I'm going to have to draw this. It's going to give me trouble. Remember, don't give it a skinny neck. Use the big scissors. And hopefully, if you're doing this with kids, maybe you need to cut out some snowman ahead of time, but they'll probably have a good time cutting out the snowman, and you're going to get some really interesting ones, I think. Well, this one doesn't exactly look like a snowman, but I bet if we put eyes and things on it, it might be kind of chubby on the bottom. They're all just different kinds. So let's put some eyes on this. This one's going to be a happy one. So I'm just going to make this one's eyes like this, okay? See, that makes it happy and a smile. And it needs a carrot nose. I'll make this one long. Okay, carrot nose and maybe bluish buttons. Let's make it this purple thing. Okay, he's a chubby one. I mean, if you want to cut out hats and scarves and all that, you can do that and glue it on here. So where is this one going to be? Let's put it on the second tier. Maybe he's watching the snow fight. Now, when you glue this on, remember, it's going to be attached to this side, so you can't like put glue on the whole thing, or else you're going to have a mess. And my stick glue didn't work too well, so I'm using this tacky glue. I'll put him at an angle. Okay, so he's watching the snowball fight and laughing, I guess. Let me cut down the bottom circle here. It's way too fat. Still fat, but better. Okay. Now I'm going to have the next one looking surprised. How's that? Like, whoa, there's a snowball fight going on. Okay. Now, these guys don't have arms because I can't draw them on there. I could draw it on him. Let me do the nose. The little details are what's going to bring things together. If he had a hat, it would be cute. I can always add that later. All right, so I've got one that has a surprised look. See, is he looking the right way? Oh, he's looking the wrong way. Uh-oh, he's looking the wrong way, so I'll have to put him on the next tier down. Got it backwards. Okay, so he's looking, I hope he's looking towards the snowball fight. Yeah. All right. Now I should put the bottom one, he's going to be big, and I'm going to have to use cardstock, which is this white piece. I only have one cardstock in white, but you can actually buy these colors like in a whole pack. Big snowman. Let's see. Maybe this one's going to be a mommy snowman holding a baby. Oh, that would be cute. Okay, so I'll make a mom snowman holding a baby. Let's see, how am I going to do that? All right, so mom's going to be holding a baby. Let's It's going to be huge. Is that too big? Oh, that's way too big. That looks like Yeti or something. Hey. Okay. All right, Mom's snowman coming up. Just don't make the neck tiny, just. See if that worked. Pencil mark's gonna be on the back side. Oh, he's a cute one. Okay, that looks like a mom. So I'll put Mom snowman somewhere. Snow woman, yeah. Let's see, where can she be? We may have to add some little Christmas trees here. Okay, let's see if I'm going to, how am I going to make a baby snowman? Baby should be in cardstock. And yeah, I just fold everything in half because then I can get a better snow person. Okay, baby snow person. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Oh, hope that worked. It's a little bit harder to cut cardstock when it's this small or delicate. Okay, so now, because I'm gonna have Mom holding the baby, if I glue it on, it's just gonna be stuck there. So I need to put something in the back to keep it from looking like it's plastered right next to her. But first I gotta draw the eyes, don't I? Okay, baby's going to be sleeping. Okay, to do sleeping baby, you just do the opposite of smiling. And put an orange carrot nose. Let's see, baby needs buttons. And just 2 buttons for the baby. Okay, now the cardstock made a big crease. So that's the little baby sleeping. See how I did eyes? I don't like that line in the middle, but I should have done it on the other side. I'll do it on the other side. I don't like that line. Okay, so one more time. Baby is sleeping. Carrot nose. Oh, I can still see that line, but not as bad as the other side. And button. Okay. So here's my little baby, and it's gonna go there, and Mom is Mom. Okay. Mom's just gonna have regular coal eyes. I need to make it bigger. She's gonna be smiling, okay? And orange nose. And the buttons. Okay, so I need to keep Mom from, the baby from looking like it's stuck to the mom. And she's gonna be holding the baby like this. So I'm just gonna take some leftover paper. I'm gonna use cardstock, okay? You need something stiff. And cut it. Let's see, I'm gonna cut it. I'm just kind of, cutting a little strip like this. Yeah, you'll be dealing with a lot of tiny, tiny pieces when you do this project. And I just kind of, I was trying to make it, cut it in fourths. Fold it in fourths, but I didn't do a good job. Do it again. All right, cut a little long strip. I kind of want to cut it, fold it in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5, because that last square should get glued on. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, it's so tiny. Oh, that didn't look right. I must have an extra one somewhere. Yeah, I have an extra one. I just cut. I must have folded it 6 times. Can't count. Okay, that's okay. It's just paper. Okay, so this is so tiny. Okay, so this is what you have. Okay, and you're going to glue that last flap. Okay. So tiny, I might need tweezers to do this. Oh. Oh. Glue gets everywhere. Yikes. Okay. And you kind of want that to sit dry. This might be a little bit too much, but let's see. Maybe I did this too much, too high. Oops. Oh, that's good enough. Okay, so you want to glue one side to mom. Where is that? Just a little dot. And then the other side, you want to glue it to the baby. Okay, right now the glue is wet, so this might slide if I show it to you, but let me try. Okay, so she's holding the baby, okay? And we're gonna put her down here. I'll just put her there. Oh, I just realized when I fold this, the baby's gonna get squished, isn't it? Oh, it'll be okay. It'll collapse in the right way. All right, I'm going to put mom probably down here. All right. So don't forget, you can't glue all of the whole back. Oh. Yeah, this is not a rush job here. I mean, something is going to take time. Oh, oh, good. That was the cap. I thought the baby flew off. All right, so I could continue to put more snowmen, snow people, but I'm not going to. Instead, let's see. I could put some couple of little Christmas trees and more snow on the ground. Yeah, let's try snow on the ground. Let me look at this. Okay, so I'm going to take cardstock and see how this looks. All right. And I'm just going to make like snow drifts. So this is a snow drift, okay? And I can put a snow drift there. That would be a good spot. Now, if you have like, I don't like glitter, but if you have like those sequins, especially the colorful ones, they're pretty. You can also take, I don't have like a white marker. I guess that's what they're called. Okay, that's a snow drift. Get that on there. I'll make another snow drift. Yeah. If you do more than one and you do stuff in multiples, it's going to look a lot better. All right, we'll do another snow drift. What are these shapes? They're shapes. They're like leaves, aren't they? Leaves blowing. Okay. And if you do it curvy like this, then it looks like snow drift. Oh, let's see. Where's that snow? Okay, I'm going to put that snow drift up there. Just on the edge. Okay, so I put the snow drift there where it's actually hanging off the edge, and same with here, it's hanging off the edge. Okay, we need something up there, so I'll make some more snowdrifts. Let's see, what's this? Okay, I'm going to put one on the back, and the curves are going to get a little bit, the snowdrifts are going to get a little bit smaller in the back, I think. Okay, here's a smaller one. Yeah, I'm going to put it right there. So it's fun because you can like cut stuff out and kind of like see if it works. And if it doesn't, do something else. Oops, got glue all over. Oh, this one's sticking out a little bit. Okay, so I got another snowdrift there, all right? It needs something down here, a big snowdrift. That's what it needs down there, yeah. Let's see, I can use regular paper for that, I think. Maybe cardstock would be better. Yeah, cardstock. Especially if I've got to make it big. What that's going to look like. Okay. I'm not going to give it a flat bottom on the snowdrift. It kind of has a more softer look if I don't give it a flat bottom. That might be a little bit too big. And it shows movement too if you have it like, you know, wavy. Okay, so I have decided that this snowdrift is going to go, I tried to put glue on here. All right, some people use the double-sided sticky tape. Well, I don't have any of that, and I've never really used that, so I don't really know how that's going to work. Okay, so what I did was I put the big snowdrift right here. Okay, and I need to keep going, but so far this is what it looks like. Okay, so it's really basically a blue and white card. It looks like it needs something going on down here, so I'll just give it some more snowdrifts, all right? And let's see, where is it? And it definitely needs something right here. What's that? Okay, that snowdrift's not big enough, so I'll put one on top of that. How's that? Oops. This is all white and it feels like it's lacking something. So I'll use the sequins, and I wish I had more colorful sequins. Let me see what I need to do here. Okay, that's what I need to do. All right, I'll show you in just a second. I needed to do a bigger snowdrift here to hide the, oh, this is still soft. I took it off. I'm just going to replace it with this one. Okay, so what I did was I replaced it with this big one right here, okay? And this guy still has a little bit of glue on it, so I'm going to stick him on this side on top of the snowman. Okay, I think that's much better, okay? And looks like I need something. see how big I need to make that. Okay, it doesn't have to be a super duper. Actually, maybe it does. Let's see what this looks like. That's too big. Okay, I'll show you what it looks like. Let me glue it down. Okay. So I put a bigger one back there. It kind of hides the, maybe it's a little bit too big. But that's okay. Okay. And I'm going to put like a couple down here because it looks too naked right there. And you kind of want to stagger these so there's a little bit of movement going on. All right, let's see. I'll show you in just a second. Let me get these done. That one's not good. You want a perfect snowdrift. You don't want them all the same size either, okay? Actually, this looks like waves, like they're surfing. Okay. All right, so I put some in the foreground, okay? So right now, this is what it looks like. All right, I could add more snowmen. Sequins. I wish I had silver sequins or white sequins or something. All right, I'm going to put some sequins. Maybe the blue needed to be darker because it's starting to look more like the ocean to me. Oops. I'm just putting dots here where I'm going to put the sequins. Just dabbing dots of glue. Let's say you had a huge night sky and you wanted to put sequins for stars. What would be fun is to actually find out what the Big Dipper looks like exactly and do that in the background. That's always fun. I'm just picking up the sequins with my sticky fingers. Oops. It's stuck to my finger now. Oh, let go. Now it's really stuck to my finger. Okay. Here we go. And it doesn't seem to matter. I kind of like, you know how sequins are kind of like a bowl shape. I kind of have it more the bowl shape part facing. It seems to reflect the light better. Okay, one more. Okay, so I put a little bit. If these were white, it would look more like snow. I wonder if I can use, do I have white color pencil? Oh, I do. Okay. This will show up. Let's see if this will show up. Oh yeah, this is better. This looks more like snow. You just make round snowballs. So now I wish I didn't put those sequins on there, but it's too late. All right, this is cool. Different size dots to indicate snowfall. everywhere. Okay, I'll show you what it looks like so far. Can you see that? See how much better that is? Okay. All right, now, it looks like I need a few more snowmen, but that's okay. All right, now the back, okay. This should fold all right. Oh, oops. I guess I should try it. Oh no, I just smashed the sequins. Okay, yeah, it folded all right, even the baby, okay. But the baby, because the baby, we made it like a box and the box can collapse at a diagonal. All right, now the back of the card, I mean the outside of the card. And be careful with those sequins, they spill, you're in big trouble. I think I will do it. I have no idea what color I should do the back. Oh wait, it's gonna show, isn't it? Oh, that might be cool. Okay. So all you have to do is just fold the back. Okay, that's the outside of your card. Crease it really good. Now these cards, they sell the envelopes for these cards. You know, the envelopes at Office Supply. You might have to pay extra. Okay, that's gonna look cool, but see how I cut the top wavy? Okay, now when you glue this, I glue one side at a time, and this is where you glue it. You want to glue it here. You want to glue those parts right there, okay? And then all the edges, and you really want strong glue for this. Okay, and then make sure you match the folds, and I do one side at a time. Got glue from the sequins here. Okay, so I'll do one side at a time, and then once this side is dry, I'll do the other side. So this is just a very, very simple pop-up card that I highly recommend you do this kind instead of the super fancy one, because you have more fun with this, and it's so 3D, you know? And so that's the snowman one. I think I'll give that to my grandson. And here's the Kwanzaa one, okay? Now you might have some stamps, and you can cut out the stamp paper and color it in with color pencil. And here's my tree one with the snowman and the whatever, the deer, yeah. Okay, so very simple one. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this. And oh, you do have a question. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can pull that up. How would you pass? Oh yeah. Okay, how to put the message on a card. I would, if you have a stamp, you know, like for example, it says Happy Holidays or something like that, you would stamp the paper, and then you would, you know, cut out that. You might want to stamp it on cards, and you can actually make it 3D. You can actually glue it in one of these areas, okay? Otherwise, you can write or glue it down here. You can also do it on the outside. On this card, I might actually try to glue it on one of these two trees. Yeah, so it's kind of like 3D and floating. So let's see if I can show you what that looks like. Kind of like a banner. That might be kind of cool.
I'm trying to see if there's a speaker.
Oh, I don't know.
Have a seat. I thought you gotta do that.
So there's no speaker, it's just picture.
I don't, yeah, I mean, unless you have a headset.
Okay, so like on this one, you can glue it onto one of these
Yeah, I never.
trees.
Easy with speaker.
Or on the back of one of these trees, you know, because it'll fold all right. Let's see on this one. On the snowman, maybe you can have a conversation bubble, and the mother is, mother can glue it behind the mother, and she could be, you know, saying something. Okay, or you can put it here. All right. So I hope you had fun here. I've already made 3.
Yeah, I don't.
It does take time, but this is the easier one. You'll get the other kinds, the fancy kinds, like I said, you have to like make a couple of them before you get it just right. You know, the videos always make it look easy, but it's not as, to me, you know, they're nice, but they're just not as fun to make. Okay. All right. They're nice, but you know, it's okay if you like them. These I think is more fun because it's 3D, more 3D, I think. You know, there's like depth in it. Well, that fancy one doesn't have depth, but you can also do a story, you know, like the snowball fight in the background. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this, and we will see you next time. Okay. This is the only pop-up card lesson I'm going to give. Okay. So if you need to watch this video again, you can do that. All right. See you later. Bye.